Welcome back to Mr. Biegalski's English class. Okay, guys, welcome back. We're back in full swing. We are going to be reading the novel this week. We are going to be doing chapter questions and doing chapter notes, all that stuff. I'm putting out this video today to give you guys just a heads up of what's happening. So, first of all, please, everybody, hand in either on Google Drive or on Google Classroom, hand in the web quest assignment that I gave you guys the other day. This week we're starting the novel The Rosie Project, and that's a novel about Don, the protagonist. He is a genius scientist. He's a geneticist, an absolute genius, very talented guy, but he is also a person who has Asperger's syndrome, and Asperger's syndrome is a mild form of autism spectrum disorder. And so Don has problems with his social skills. He doesn't necessarily pick up on certain social cues. He has trouble interacting with people on a personal level. He has very few friends, and of course now he's looking for a wife, and problems with social skills are going to present him with some troubles in that search. So there's several things I want you to notice about this novel when you're reading it. First of all, certain novels are told from the perspective of an unreliable narrator. What's an unreliable narrator? It's a person who either willfully or unwillfully is not telling you the truth. Maybe they're lying to the reader, or maybe they are incapable of perceiving the truth themselves, and so their point of view is an incorrect one, and you as a reader are supposed to pick up on that as you're reading. So Don, being a person who has some social issues, sees things very differently from the rest of us. And so the way he perceives things is not necessarily the way other people mean to interact with him. He misunderstands a lot of things as the novel goes on. And you're going to pick up on that as you're reading the novel. You're going to pick up instances of him misconstruing what other people are trying to say to him. One example of that is in flirting. Flirting is a very subtle thing. It's not easy for people who are very literal and concrete like Don. Don is very comfortable with either right or wrong answers, but he is not really comfortable with shades of gray, with shades of meaning. And so when people flirt, they never come out and say explicitly what they mean. They kind of hint at it, and Don is very bad at picking up hints, and you're going to notice that throughout the novel. Now, another thing you're going to pick up on is that Don has very few friends. He is friends with a couple, Jean and Claudia, and they are both psychologists at his university where he teaches. These people have an unusual marriage. It's an open marriage, and if you don't know what that is, it's a marriage where both partners are given the option of fooling around with other people, basically, in a nutshell. Now, this is something that this couple agreed to when they got married, when they got together. Now it's been many years, they have a couple of kids, and what you're going to notice is that even though both of them agreed at the time to live their life like this, things are not super rosy between them. Okay, just because someone agrees to something, 10, 15, 20 years ago doesn't mean they keep on agreeing with it. So when you're looking at the marriage of Jean and Claudia, I want you to look for hints and things written between the lines that tell you that perhaps one or both of them are unhappy, or one or both of them are abusing the rights and privileges that they have inside the marriage. So keep an eye on that as you're reading as well. So that gives you enough information right now to start reading the novel. I've also shared the chapter questions with you. Start working on those chapter questions. The goal is to get 2 chapters done per day. So your goal by Thursday is to have read 4 chapters and finished 4 chapter questions. This is basically the pace we would have been going if we had stayed in class. So this is the pace we're going to continue to go right now. On Thursday, or actually on Wednesday, tomorrow, I'm going to share a video with some chapter notes on the first 4 chapters. So wait around for that. Pay attention to that, because I'm going to share some fairly crucial information, maybe stuff you haven't picked up on yet as you're reading the novel. So keep an eye out for that. That'll be out tomorrow. maybe it might help you answer some of those chapter questions. The chapter questions for the first 4 chapters are going to be due on Thursday. It sounds like a lot, but it's not really a lot. The chapters in this book are really short, so you shouldn't have any trouble keeping up with a 2-chapter-a-day pace. So I'll leave it at that. I'm going to let you guys go off and do your thing. You've got the novel and you've got the chapter questions, and just enjoy reading the chapters. Remember, Don is not necessarily a reliable narrator. Don't believe everything he says or thinks. And Jean and Claudia, take a critical look at their marriage as well when you're reading. All right, so guys, I will post the next video tomorrow, and I'll see you then. Biegalski's English class.